very windy today. So I'm just sorting out this little plot of land here and the canal down the bottom there. This was all kind of all different levels and pretty awful, so I'm going to try and level it up a little bit, and then we'll get a tractor in here with a plough. But I wanted to clean the canal. Just cleaning out the canal here. The bank here is quite steep, so when he's cleared all the crap out, I'll get him to shave a little bit off that bank to make it less steep, and then fill it in this little depression here. So we've cleared from that big post up there. Where is it? Up there. Sort of a little square by that jackfruit tree up there. Down the lake side, and then we're just clearing out the canal as well. Well, he's getting the idea now. He was sort of scratching around with it before, and I was getting a bit frustrated. Sort of gave him a bit of guidance. Now he's actually doing some digging. Hey ho, yeah, it's looking good. Be a vast improvement now. Here comes you. So yeah, plenty of water. So yeah, what I've done, you can see, I've ploughed all this up a little bit, but it is literally so hard. I've got to wet it down again, and he'll come and do it again. It's only a local guy with a tractor and a sort of a disc plough type thing on the back, but really good. Local prices, not for foreigner price. So as well as these two quite largish irrigators, I've got these I've got a run of small ones here, look, you can see, all running off the same pump, and they run all the way down there because I've got a line of teak trees and tamarind trees up there, so I want to keep those well irrigated. As you can see down the bottom there, I've got sprinklers as well, so I've only got to turn one tap off, turn another one on, and I can do all that sort of bottom area with the teak trees and everything in there. I've got quite a few nice rare trees in there, and as you can see, the ground here, well, you can see where I've irrigated, look, it's green. And then where the water hasn't reached, so yeah. So hopefully, wow, look at that, isn't that just beautiful? So yeah, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Good evening. So I've had this ploughed a second time now. Cost me another £10, 400 baht. So now it's so solid, I'm irrigating it again. I've also got this little irrigator here, doing these little plants here. This is off the mains water, that one. Really good. Well, as you can see, I've had this ploughed for the third time. And he just sort of gave it the back of his blade to level it off, and it's nice and soft underfoot. I don't know how much he's done here, but there's quite a big patch. I mean, it was absolutely like concrete. So yeah, ploughed it 3 times, wetted it once, ploughed it, wetted it again, ploughed it, wetted it again, ploughed it, and then he came back and levelled it off after a couple of days. Of just needed to dry out a little bit. So I'm going to do, as that was so cheap to do, I mean literally it was about 30 quid the whole job. That's doing it 3 times and coming back with a blade and doing it. And he's really good. He's an old boy and he knows exactly what to do. You don't even have to tell him. So yeah, he's levelled that off nicely. So what we're going to do now, down the bottom down here where Fon is, just here, she's just digging in some yellow bell. This is a new bit of land that we've got. Let's go walk over there and I'll show you what I mean. Right, so there's the boundary post here, and that's the road to the left. You can see all the sort of boundary markers along the line here. We're at the end of the road, so that'll be fenced off. But from that marker, doing a complete 180 down to about here, just where the mango tree overhangs, just by that coconut tree there, roughly in between the two, that was my marker. And there was this other tuna gan down here, which is all a bit rough and ready. So what I did, I bought that to add on to my bit, and I thought that was pretty important to do. Someone was looking at this tuna gan with a pretty keen eye, and the last thing I wanted was some mother to build a house on here, something of sort of that proportion, if you catch my drift. So basically I bought it to preserve my privacy, and I will be selling that one right at the top there. So all in all, I've got a little bit of an L shape now. The house obviously will go up here eventually when I get round to it. So what I've done, because this man over here is building this huge place, I've extended this. I put this line of trees here where it's all green. I put that line of trees here, so when the house was here to my left here, I didn't look at this sort of resort type place. I mean, not that there's hardly anybody there. So I planted these as a bit of a screen. So what I've done now, as you can see, where he's got his house there was in a direct view to my house. So I've increased this line and increased the irrigator line. We bought these massive mango trees, 60 baht each. I couldn't believe it. I'm going to go back and get some more. So we've just planted some mangoes here because they're pretty good as a green cover. Literally we just put these in a couple of days ago. There's some bits and bobs of all sorts in here.